In the back of the chapter for this particular section, there is a small excerpt regarding managing investments. And I do want you all to read through that short excerpt for sure. It goes into how important it is for the government to have sound investing policies and procedures, statements, standards, and guidelines. And it also goes into the kinds of risk that are out there that can affect the investments. Looking closely at the different ones that are offered as examples, we've got credit risk and then concentration of credit risk. So think about what the word credit means. If you have invested in bonds, in other words, you're a bond holder, the credit risk is related to the bond issuer not paying you back. What's the likelihood of them defaulting, if you will? All right, so credit risk is you're looking at it from the viewpoint of the creditor. And if we've got investments in bonds, then we have a credit risk. And also notice that there's an additional term there, concentration of credit risk. And that relates to holding a significant amount of investments with a single bond, for example, issuer, all right, or in a single sector or in a single type of investment instrument. And if so, then GASB requires disclosures when the government holds 5% or more. Custodial credit risk is incurred if the government securities are uninsured or not held in the government's name or are held by the counterparty or an outside party. The risk being that if the counterparty should fail, the government will not likely be able to recover the value of investments that are not in its name or not within its possession. And I, as a taxpayer, would want to know about that. Interest rate risks, this is something you guys definitely should have seen in your finance classes, is the risk that the fair value of the security will decline as the result of unexpected changes in the interest rates. We know that when interest rates change, that it affects certain types of securities, etc., in certain ways. And then lastly, foreign currency risk. If there are any holdings that are in any other currency other than US dollars, then we have a foreign currency risk. Those are important things to know not only for this class, but your own future investments.